What's up, guys? Mike here, and so this channel is quickly becoming a Motion City soundtrack tribute channel. It's not what I intended it to be, but you know, the people have spoken. It's what I get the most emails about, and yeah, at least a few emails every day asking me about, you know, what songs to play, and just my, you know, my thoughts on the album, the new album, Panic Stations. Just really quickly, I didn't want to say anything about the album right away because when I first listened to it, to be honest, I didn't really like it. But I'm quickly warming up to it, and this is one of the songs that, to me, it's like one of those sleeper hits where it just came out of nowhere. It's a song that connects with me emotionally because I heard the song right after I lost my dog, and the words seem to fit perfectly, even though it seems to be about Justin's addiction and everything like that. But for me it fits perfectly with losing my dog. So anyway, let's get into this. So there's two ways we can go about this. In the video, I actually played it fingerstyle. But if you aren't comfortable playing fingerstyle, I'm going to show you also how to play it with a pick. Two ways to do it. At the end of this video will be a tab, so definitely check that out. And if you want a copy of it, just email me and I'll send it to you this way. If you want to print it out and follow along that way, you can definitely go ahead and do that. Okay, let's just get right into it. The first chord you're going to need, basically a D9, I guess. I don't know. Theory guys, if you know, let me know. You know, I did study classical music in college, but it's been quite some time since I've been in a theory class. So anyway, what you're going to do is you're going to take your index finger and you're going to bar the bottom 3 strings on the 2nd fret. Okay. And then you're going to add your pinky on the 5th fret of the B string. And then you just have the open D string, the 4th string. So basically you have a 4-string chord. Alright, so that's your chord right there. Now, if you're going to do this fingerstyle, basically your thumb is going to always cover the bass note or the root note of the chord. Your index finger is always going to cover the 3rd string or the G string. Your middle finger will cover the B string, and your ring finger will cover the E string. Excuse me. So that's the chord that you have. And if you're going to do this fingerstyle, the right hand pattern is going to be thumb, ring, middle, index, ring, middle. Thumb, ring, middle, index, ring, middle. Okay, if you want to do this with a pick, okay, you're going to hit the 4th string on a downstroke, then you're going to do an upstroke on the E string, upstroke on the B string, downstroke on the G string, upstroke on the E string, and upstroke on the B string. So down, up, up, down, up, up. Alright? And that pattern is going to be exactly the same for the next chord, which is an A minor chord, which you're going to go to the 5th fret. Alright? Index finger is going to bar the bottom 3 strings, the G, B, and E. And now the bass switches to the open 5th string. Alright? So with the pick, you're going to have down, up, up, 5th string, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 1st, 2nd. Nothing changing on the left hand, alright? Once you have the chord down, it's all right hand pattern, so. Or fingerstyle, thumb, ring, middle, index, ring, middle. So far we had now we get to this different chord. It's some kind of a G chord, but again it's going to be all about bass movement. So really what you're going to do is you're actually going to keep your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, and your pinky is going to be on the 3rd fret of the B string, and that's not going to move. at all. That's going to stay the same. And now that frees up your index finger and your ring finger to do all the bass movement. So the first chord is going to have your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the E string, which gives you that chord. And now the pattern changes here. So we're going to have thumb on the top string. Then your middle finger is going to hit the 2nd string. Index is going to hit the 3rd string. Then the ring finger on the 1st, middle on the 2nd, index on the 3rd. So it does that twice. So twice. Alright. Then the bass is going to change to your index finger is going to go to the 2nd fret of the A string, and same right hand pattern. One time, so. And then you're going to hit the open string on the 5th string, and same pattern. Alright, so all together we had Now, if you're going to do this with a pick, I'm going to hit a downstroke on the bass note, or the root of the chord. Let me see. Alright, so downstroke. Then I'm going to go up on the 2nd string, down on the 3rd, up on the 1st string, down on the 2nd, up on the 3rd. So down, up, down, up, down, up. That I'm not as comfortable with the pick, but if that's your thing, then do it that way. Now if you can come up with a better picking pattern, go ahead. That's just the order of the strings you have to hit. If you have a better up down pattern, go for it. Okay, so that alright, so that will then, when you lead into the chorus, what you're going to do is, the last time you're actually, instead of going to the open A string from the 2nd fret on the 1st string, you're going to go up to the 3rd fret. So let me show you. So it's going to go, sorry. Let me do it fingerstyle because I'm better at that. So it's going to be, leads us into the chorus, which is going to be the same thing. You're never going to move your middle finger from the 2nd fret of the G string or your pinky from the 3rd fret of the B string. That stays the same. So now the chorus is going to be, now we're on the top string, you're going to have your 2nd fret, your 1st finger on the 2nd fret, then you're going to go to the 3rd fret with the ring finger, then open 5th string, and then 2nd fret of the B string. And days will run away before you know it. I'm doing it super slow, but full speed would be. And the days will run away before you know it. Shakes and the whole thing disappears. It's actually quite hard to sing that melody and keep this pattern going. So before you even attempt to sing this song, get really comfortable just doing this. So really you have the bass movement of 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 5th string open, 2nd fret on the A string. You have that. Sorry. The last time, just end on an open 5th string. Alright, so after you get through the second chorus, then it's all just power chords really. Whether you do it with a pick or just your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. Down, up, down, up, down. So all I'm doing is a power chord on the 5th string. It's a D power chord on the 5th string, 5th fret. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go up to the top string. It's an A power chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. To the 3rd fret on the top string, which is a G power chord. Down, up, down, up, down. Down, up, down, up, down. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Down, up. To the grave, right? And leading into the chorus, you're gonna go half step up, or you could do it down here, a 2nd fret. It's just a B power chord to a C, the same way the bass moved before on the other. Right, so just to that. Then the chorus with the power chords, what I do is index finger on the 2nd fret of the E string, pinky on the 5th fret of the A string. So you get that half step from the F sharp to the G. And then I just slide my index finger over to the 3rd fret. And the days will run away. 5th fret, A power chord. The 7th fret, or you can go down to the 2nd fret on the A string. The lights will dim, the earth shakes, and the whole thing disappears. Right, and then it just comes back with finally. And the days will run away before. And the days will run away before you know it. The days will run away. Nothing changes in the chords, alright? Alright, so that's basically it. The hardest part is getting that arpeggio down. Sorry. Making a lot of mistakes today. Practice it fingerstyle. I know most people are comfortable with a pick, but it'll sound really cool if you can do it fingerstyle. It'll also be impressive. I'll probably do a video on fingerstyle, arpeggios, just things you can practice. You can take any chord. The best chord to take is like a four string chord, like your D chord, and just practice thumb, index, middle, ring. Then try thumb, ring, middle, index. Try different patterns. Eventually pick up your speed and everything like that. But that's basically it. There's one other thing I didn't tab out, but before the second verse, there's this little that little thing. Let me show you that real quick. So all I did was I'm going to take my middle finger and put it on the 3rd fret of the B string, and then I hit the 5th fret with my pinky, back to the 3rd fret, then I go down to the 1st fret, this is all on the B string, with my index finger and slide it up to the 8th fret. So 3, 5, 3, 1, 8. On the G string, 5, 4, 7, 4, 7, and all I used was my middle, index, pinky, or you can slide it up. Sounds nice. So goes down to the 2nd fret of the G string, then does it again. And that leads you into the 2nd verse. That's the only other thing. I didn't tab that out. If you want, I could do it. But I think if you follow what I just did, it should be okay. Yeah, that's basically it. I hope this helped. If you have any questions and I didn't explain something, you can leave a comment below or always just shoot me an email. Yeah, I think that's about it. So, actually expect a couple new things. Thursdays are going to be Throwback Thursdays, so I'm going to start doing old Motion City soundtrack songs, at least for a while. You know, things are going to change. This channel is not going to be only Motion City soundtrack, but it's what I feel most comfortable playing, so I'll do a lot of that. Hopefully some new songs from the album. I'm still thinking about which ones, but I hope you like this. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.